everybody, Jeremy here. So today I'm going to take a look at Vampire Survivors. So this game has been out for a little while, but it is now free on Xbox Game Pass. So if you have Xbox Game Pass and you have a PC, then you can go ahead and download this game for free. Otherwise, you can get it from other places like Steam. It'll cost you around $3. So this game is still in development. So this is a preview of the game, but they will continue to add different features and bug fixes and all that kind of good stuff as development goes along. So what kind of game is this? Well, it is a very simple bullet hell roguelike game. Let me show you what it is like. So let's just start things up. And then you can choose from a variety of different characters. You're going to start off with Antonio as the first character, and then you can unlock these other three characters on this top row using gold, which is the currency in this game that you get from defeating enemies and stuff. And then you can also unlock other characters like these two at the bottom through doing secret things within the game. Like for this guy, I leveled up a lightning ring to level 4, and then after that run was over, I unlocked Porta. So I don't know what it's going to take to unlock the rest of these characters, but as you progress through the game, you'll just unlock them kind of on accident. Each character has a default weapon that they start off with. Antonio starts with the whip. Then we see Imelda has this wand here. They all start off with one weapon, but like a roguelike, you continue to get more and more stuff as you go along. So I'm just going to start things off with Antonio since he's the first character that you're going to unlock. And so I'm just going to hit confirm on him. And you can see at the bottom, he gains 10% more damage every 10 levels, max 50%. And then when you first start off, you're going to automatically go to the Mad Forest. But since I've progressed a little bit, I can choose whether I go to the Mad Forest or the Inlaid Library. Let's just start off in the Mad Forest so you can see what things are going to be like when you first start out. So as you can see, Antonio has his whip as his default weapon. It goes horizontally. And as I defeat these bats, they're dropping these gems. And as I collect these gems, the blue meter on top of the screen goes up, and that's your experience. Once you fill it up all the way, you're going to level up, and then you'll be able to choose from 3 or 4, if you're lucky enough, different upgrades. So let's see what we have. A fire wand, a whip that gives me one more projectile for my whip, or knife that fires quickly in the face direction. So let's see, I'm just going to choose the knife. That's something that I usually don't pick. So you can see this knife has a pretty fast firing speed. So I have a little bit of a ranged attack going, and then I also have a close range melee attack. Now I'm not controlling any of this. I'm not controlling the direction in which I'm attacking. All I'm doing is moving the character. So it's kind of going to be a luck of the draw. You know, you have to sort of position yourself so that you can hit the enemies, but you have no control over what you fire or where it fires. So let's see, we have either garlic that damages nearby enemies and reduces resistance to knockback and freeze. Rune tracer passes through enemies and bounces around, or I can just have one more knife. Let's go for another knife. So you see now I have these two knives shooting out in the direction that I'm facing. So just kind of starting out here, you know, it's not a lot going on. It's pretty easy. But then as time goes on, the enemies are going to get more varied, and they're also going to come in far greater numbers. So this is the kind of game where you just kind of build your ideal character for the situation, try to min-max some things if that's what you're into. If you're going to want to have a long of a run as you can possibly get. If you get too close to enemies, as you can see, I got a little bit hurt. It's not a one-hit kill. I've got that health meter there at the bottom of my character, and then you can also get some health pickups. As you see, I just ran into that chicken, so that helps me out a little bit. All right, so now damages nearby enemies reduce. All right, so I'm gonna get this garlic, and the garlic puts this ring around me, and as enemies get closer, they hurt themselves. So the idea behind this to me is if I can kill them before they get too close to hurt me, that's going to help me out in the long run. Got a horde of bats here. Little things like that will happen occasionally. And then you also have these enemies with these blue outlines around them. They are far tougher than regular enemies that don't have that around them, but they tend to drop something a little bit more special once you defeat them. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to keep on upgrading this here knife because I love how fast this knife shoots. And we're just going to see what happens. It's trial and it's error. So if you see a type of power that you really like and you can see that it synergizes really well with another item, then that's how you know to choose that and to build upon it for the best run possible. Now, as I go along here, I can see that one thing that's lacking with my particular character right now is something that will attack in another direction, because right now everything is just forward facing. So I need to upgrade to something that's going to shoot enemies behind me and enemies that are on top and enemies that are below me. I can't just stick with the straight ahead attacks because it's limiting the amount of kills I get and it's making things more dangerous for me. So I am going to choose this axe again. I'm starting to regret that. I probably should have went with the whip actually, so that I can have at least one more melee attack from my whip, but that's okay. We'll see if in this run I can get a treasure chest. There's treasure chests that drop occasionally that'll give you money, the gold that you use, and then it can also give you some power-ups that you can use for your run as well. And then there's also some random pickups that you can get that will like bring all the gems to you. There's one that's going to let you shoot a whole bunch of flames out at enemies, some stuff that can really help you out. So what I'm going to do is get this rune tracer that passes through enemies and it bounces around. So as you can see, it's that little white orb that's shooting out right now. So that gives me a little bit of protection from my back. So I'm just trying not to let these guys swarm me too much because I don't want to have to run through them, because that's going to cost me a lot of health and probably even it's going to cost me the run if I try to do that. So all these little gems are just building up in this area and I'm just going to grab them. All right, so the whip, the magic wand. I feel like I'm going to spread myself out a little bit too thin, but that's okay. I'm going to go for the magic wand so we can have more ranged attacks. I don't want these guys getting too close. I don't want to be melee focused, especially since I don't have a whole lot protecting me. I do have that shield, which is great. I'm trying to get this red gem if I can. All right, what do we have here? Fires one more projectile with my tomb or with my whip, or reduces weapons cooldown by 8%. Let's do augments max health by 20%. Let's go for some more health. Why not? Go ahead and get this chicken because I don't want to tell myself that I'm going to save it to later, because chances are these guys are going to push me out and I'll end up in some area of the map where I'm not going to know where that chicken was to begin with. So if you need it, go ahead and grab it. Don't wait. Got another little coin there. See if we can circle back around. Oh, it's getting kind of hairy. Yeah, so all these plants will start to come in on you as well, and that circle's getting smaller and smaller. And I am going to wait for an opening to get through these guys, and that's if they don't disappear before I'm able to. So here's another variety of enemies here. You see we got this praying mantis here. Lucky enough to just sit here for a while. Okay, so they disappear. Look how many hits these guys are taking. So yeah, things are getting quite serious now. So let's just keep trying to get more and more of these gems. Let's put my back to him, and now I'm just going to turn around, get as many free hits as I can on these guys. You see, like, they are not going down. These guys are tough. I need to be stronger. Raises inflicted damage by 10%. That's my spinach. Yeah, so let's get a little bit more damage going. I don't know how much good it's going to do me, but we can certainly try. And so these guys with these red cloaks are somewhat weaker, so I just want to take them out just so I can increase the amount of gems that are dropping. Hey, we got a red one there. All right, I'm going to turn around for a second. All right. So how far along are we? On level 17? Oh no, we have 17 coins. We're on level 11. Been doing this for 7 minutes now. I forget what my record is. The record might be like 16 minutes or something like that. I'm not sure. All right, so you see that arrow pointing me towards the left? I'm gonna go over there. Let's see, base damage up by 5, base speed up by 20. For the rune tracer, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So I believe this is going to be a treasure chest up here. Yep. So let's see what we get. This is all going to be randomized. We got ourselves 67 gold and looks like another knife upgrade. It's going to tell us what that is. So passes through one more enemy. So that's the upgrade that we got for our knife. We just continue the run. Grab this real quick. Trying to make some space in between me and these enemies. Oh, not the best idea to go that way. Getting kind of hectic, you see? You know, and this is just the first level, so they're taking it easy on me. You know, but if you go to that second level, things start off kind of crazy in that second level. So, you know, they're like, hey, you kind of know what this is all about. You understand what you need to do. So we're going to make it more difficult for you right from the jump. And I think a lot of people will appreciate that, appreciate the challenge. All right, so let's just keep getting these gems here. I think we got quite a few of them that piled up here. Got some weaker enemies right there that I can take out. Same thing over here. Awesome. All right, so garlic. Increase the range around me for the garlic. And it'll also be really interesting to see what kind of secrets and stuff that could be buried in these levels that, you know, like I don't even know about, you know. It might be like, hey, did you know that if you destroy 10 of these things, this thing is going to happen? And then you'll be able to, you know how it goes with these roguelikes. And that's what makes them so compelling to keep coming back to. And I was kind of surprised about this game. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. Just looking at the screenshots, I was kind of like, I don't know. But it's a very small game, as you can tell by the graphics. You know, you can run this thing on a graphing calculator probably. So it takes seconds to download. Then you'll be able to jump right in and have the run of your life. Now these bats right here are tough. Look at that. Look how many hits it took for me to take out that bat. And we have a huge swarm of them. I'm looking at these red bats as kind of like a it's like a DPS check in a way, because if it takes me forever to kill one of these guys, what am I going to do once they all group up like that? All right, so what now? Let's work on the axe. Fire out more axes, why not? Grab this chicken. Looks like we are being sandwiched in again. All right, we'll just try to make a circle around these guys. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to get through here. There's no way I would have been able to survive in there. Not with those red bats going around. You see, it's taking longer and longer to level up, to improve my strength and my weapons. I picked something up. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, check this out. Oh, awesome. That just killed all those in. Oh, geez. Look at that. All right, so we're in for a skeleton barrage. But let's see what's inside this chest first. All right, so it looks like we got another garlic upgrade. And this garlic upgrade is going to, see, cooldown reduced by 0.1 seconds, base damage 1. Oh, we leveled up again. Good. Bracer, whip fire, one more projectile. Let's go for the whip. Let's try to see if we can get through these skeletons, because they are coming in hot. I'm just going to plow the road, you know, I'm just going to try to go right through these guys. I can move 10% faster. Let's do some more damage for this axe. I need damage, that's what I need. So you can see how it's all coming together. You know, that garlic that I have is keeping them away, is hurting them before they can get too close to me. These knives are clearing out the road in front of me, and then I'm also attacking enemies from behind and just all around me. So far I have to say, I think that my picks for my upgrades have worked out, at least for this particular situation. So yeah, we get to pass through 2 more enemies with our axes. Sure. Eventually, these skeletons will stop swarming, you see, like, as they did just now. And now we have these werewolves and some ghosts to deal with. Werewolves are tougher than the skeletons, that is for sure. I'm going to try to just go back the way I came and pick up the gems that I dropped along the way, or that I missed along the way. I can sit here for a little bit longer. All right, they're getting a little bit too close. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. If you're curious, yes, you can pause it while you're playing, and you can look at all your upgrades and the levels that you already have and how many times you can continue to upgrade. All right, level up again. Let's see, upgrade my whip, reduce incoming damage. I'm just gonna upgrade this whip by 5. Oh, it's getting kind of hairy. Getting kind of hairy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, Antonio, you can do this. Now, you will die. You know, that has to be understood. You know, you are meant to die. You will not survive forever. And that is the run for me. All right, so I killed almost 2,700 enemies, level 18, 13 minutes in. So you can see that I unlocked different things. So I found a rosary, so I unlocked a cross. Awesome. Now, when you are done, since this is a roguelike, you can go down to power up, and then you can use the gold that you collect to permanently upgrade all of your characters at once. So you can see here, might is going to raise your damage. Armor is, well, armor. You can increase your health, recovery, duration of different weapon effects. You can bring in those orbs and stuff, those gems to you. The item pickup range increased by 25% per rank. You have all of these that you can choose from, including some that's going to make the enemy stronger. Okay, so you can go ahead and do that. You can refund your power-ups if you're not happy with what you got. You can go to your collection, and then you can have a little synopsis about everything that you have found, and all these question marks are things that you have yet to find. And then you can also go over to your unlocks and see what you have to do in order to unlock these different levels. And then when you want to choose different characters, you go here, you see how much it costs. If I wanted to, I can go ahead and unlock Gennaro right now. And he has, looks like he has a throwing knife as his default weapon. He has a permanent +1 projectile on all the weapons. So yeah, that is it. That's Vampire Survivors. Again, you can get this like on Steam, it's like $3. If you have Game Pass for PC, you can get it for free. And it is surprisingly fun. I can't believe that I enjoyed as much as I do, but I do. And I think you will too. So go ahead and give it a shot. Won't take you long to download, and the runs don't take too long either, depending on how well you do. So thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.